Pure water, which in parts of the country is a precious commodity the poor cannot afford. Recently, Civic Action in Ecuador has built 10 1,000-gallon water tanks in a region where, until now, whole families were often left with only 25 gallons of water for an entire month. 5 large tank trucks now haul water to key distribution centers, which together serve some 60,000 people. In a short time, and at little cost, the distribution system has raised the average family water supply to 100 gallons a day. At the distribution point, each family has its own 55-gallon drum in which to store water until it's taken home. Water, a simple necessity of life, is for these children of Guayaquil a great and noble luxury. Demolition experts of the Ecuadorian and the United States armies are also working to improve transportation between the highlands of the Andes and the coastal lowlands. Lack of adequate means of transportation between these regions is still an economic handicap. There has been much progress, but in the highlands of the interior are still some of the most isolated inhabited portions of South America. Irrigation is another problem now under attack. Our army has the manpower for such essential projects as the digging of canals, and we are putting that manpower to work. Both road building and irrigation programs are profiting from the use of United States equipment and technical advisors from the United States Military Assistance Program. Whether with cranes and bulldozers or simple hand tools, progress is being made. Sometimes they might be easier ways, but the easy way is not available. And so it's done the hard way. The important thing is that the work go forward and that everyone participate who has time and strength or skill. There are more efficient ways to make logs into planks, but where other means are lacking, it's surprising what can be done by handwork and determination. Civic action in Ecuador begins with the army, but it includes men and women from every walk of life. This is a typical street building program in a provincial city. The methods are sometimes slow and primitive, but they work. One must begin somewhere, and the way to begin is begin. Military civic action in Ecuador, as elsewhere in Latin America, is only part of an overall program in which are involved many agencies of our own government, the Alliance for Progress, and the United Nations, as well as the Military Assistance Program of the United States. With so much to be done, there is work for everyone. Today, more than half of all the people of Latin America are without sufficient food, and most of them live out their lives without medical attention of any kind. These are problems which must be attacked from all sides, with every resource at our disposal, unless we are prepared to see poverty and disease of the body converted to a disease of the soul by the prophets of communism. Without doubt, the most important object of all our efforts is education. All Latin America needs doctors, engineers, and technicians. We must have educated men and women able to master scientific agriculture and the work of modern industrialization. Right now in Latin America, there are some 20 million children waiting to begin their education. When they are well started, when new generations have acquired the priceless gift of literacy, many of our other problems will begin to solve themselves.
It was Thomas Jefferson who gave our own Army a major responsibility for development of the American frontier. Beginning with the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804, Army explorers did much to open vast regions of the North American continent to settlement and civilization. Remembering Jefferson's unfailing concern for the welfare of the common man, it seems more than likely that he would be pleased to see the armies of the southern half of our hemisphere today assuming similar responsibilities in the program we call Civic Action.